let's just see the next question. Question number 2, which says the length of the 40 leaves of a plant are measured correct to 1 milliliter and the data obtained is represented into the formation of this particular table. Now the question arises, draw the histogram to represent the given data. Is it correct to conclude that the maximum number of the leaves are 153 mm long, and why? So first of all, let us suppose if I am just answering the second question, it says the maximum number of the leaves are 153 mm. Now you can see over here, if I am just talking about the maximum number of the leaves that are 153 mm, so obviously there is only one class interval that we have over here, which do have 145 to 153, that do have the maximum number of the leaves over here, which is nothing but 12. So definitely the answer for the second one is no, that it is not correct, because the maximum number of the leaves are nothing but coming under 145 to 153 class interval. So let's just talk about the first one, because in which we have to draw the histogram. Now as you can see over here, we do not have the overlapping, they are the non-overlapping class intervals. So first of all, we have to convert them into the overlapping one. So how we can do this? Let's just see. First of all, since we have these intervals as 118 to 126, so we have to subtract 0.5 from the lower limit, we have to add 0.5 to the upper limit. So I'm just taking 0.5, I'm just subtracting 0.5 from the lower limit, so this would be 117.5. I'm adding 0.5 to the upper limit, so this would be 126.5. And in the similar manner, I'm just proceeding further, subtracting 0.5 in the lower limit, adding 0.5 in the upper limit, subtracting 0.5 in the lower limit, adding 0.5 to the upper limit, subtracting 0.5 in the lower, adding 0.5 to the upper, and in the same way I'm just proceeding on further. I'm just making the intervals into the continuous manner. You can see this. Now the intervals that are obtained are nothing but the continuous or the overlapping one, and the number of the leaves are given as just as the same. Now let's just plot the graph for this one. So let us suppose if I'm just taking the length in the mm over here, I'm just taking up the number of the leaves on the y-axis. So let's just talk about the very first bar, which is nothing but 117 to 126.5. so that do have a frequency as nothing but 3. Now I have taken a kink over here, you can see, because the digit is starting from 117.5, and further I'm plotting the next one is 5, the next one is 9, the next one is nothing but 12, and the next one is nothing but we have the frequency as 5, and for the next one we have the frequency as nothing but 4, and for the next one we have the frequency as nothing but 2. So this is nothing but the histogram which is actually related with this question. And for the answer 2, what can we say about the answer 2? The answer is no, because no, the statement is not correct. We can say the statement is not correct because the maximum are lying under the interval that we have. So what was that interval? That interval was actually in between the 2 points. That was, as you can see, we have this interval. So they are lying under the interval. Since we have already seen that they were lying under the interval, which is nothing but 145 to 153. So this is nothing but the interval which do have the maximum. So hence the answer for this one is nothing but no.